Milton here. Hi and welcome to a hypnotic meditation with timeless design for a moment beyond time. And you start right here by drifting into a light alpha state, whether or not you feel it. And maybe it's the right level for you to continue on. Or you may choose to continue past the slowest of alpha waves to an even more mentally relaxed level. But a small warning flag is hoisted before you drift off. Because if you plan to continue with activities afterwards, it's smart to set an alarm, as you most likely will continue to surf on the really slow waves, touching or being sleep. And now we have started for real. But have you reflected on how fast everything goes nowadays? Cars suddenly appearing in the rear view mirror as from nowhere. High-speed trains, minute stakes, and 3-second clips in commercials. So from speeding at 100, we slow down to 30 seconds. Quickly, fright-free, and at no charge. And already things are starting to change. Notice in what ways you get signs from the inside on what is not starting and what does. And an even unqualified guess would hit the bull's eye for the reason you are listening now. You have an expressed or unspoken goal of reaching some kind of exclusion from the outer. Making something inactivate and something else to activate. Seemingly two diametrically different courses, but still the processes unite in a movement in the same direction. And if the intensity of this particular process needs stepping up, stepping down is what needs to happen. Stepping down to levels underneath the one you're at, even if it's not clear which one that is. But we'll do it in the easiest way. So by taking a few steps back, you move forward. inwards, far deeper. 5, yes. 4, 3, and not even you know what it feels like soon. 2, on the deeper levels in your particular place. 1, where the conscious mind travels here and there before it settles down. 0, there, now, from here. Transitions happen more intuitively through sun, wind and water, through seasons and time. Through dark and light, matter, air, and different layers of clouds. And it was so easy to get here or there later on, but soon. And what you choose to continue holding on to and choose to let go of. You can do that. Like if you have had a bad habit, let it go if you want to. Because you can. So much more. And this is not the right time to bite the bullet and perform. This you are in control of, letting that idea go. And if it automatically didn't generate a gap between the upper and lower jaw, this is something you can control simply by deciding to do so and let it happen. And just like squeaking hinges in a door that needs a drop of oil, the hinges of the jaw also need lubrication. But this can be fixed by calm thoughts. But perhaps it isn't the thoughts really, but a small fairy with a magic wand, touching tensed areas into, well, what do you think? And with you as employer, this fairy is delighted to work full-time with the wand, continuing to touch different places on your body in need of a transformation. maybe releasing butterflies from the stomach, smoothing out the forehead. But let's allow the fairy to do the job while you are busy doing nothing. Great work, fairy. Inspired by Newton's third law of action and reaction, it seems as if for each amount of tension, there is an equal amount of relaxation, which almost works as a secret formula, or rather a logical mathematical formula from the science book, describing the function more in detail, like if tension is positive and relaxation is negative, balance is achieved when the amount of positive and negative are equal. But will this formula work? Are plus and minus in balance? Well, you have to be your own guinea pig, testing this now. So, curtains up, the show can begin. And the little fairies on stage now, touching your body once again, just to make sure plus and minus balance. Did you feel the magic wand touching your shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, forehead, and the jaw again and again? Also checking for some hidden butterfly in the stomach area. And if you feel like the most relaxed guinea pig in the world, that's great. And if not, you will most likely experience it soon. And when that happens, allow yourself to enjoy the state of total relaxation. And then, but we have not reached then quite yet. When this hypnotic meditation has ended, you can continue to tense up. When it's really justified. Only when it's justified, because it is sometimes, but not now. Not now. If there's an occasion in the future where unjustified tensions have found their way in, remind yourself of the little fairy with her magic wand, breaking patterns, exchanging each amount of tension to an equal amount of the opposite. This hypnotic meditation has in one way a time limit. But we can still be on time. And although it's impossible to hold on to time, we are still able to lose track of it. Especially when being engaged in something interesting or being in a state of hypnosis. But it's really misleading to separate engagement from the state of hypnosis, as they walk hand in hand through periods of tension and relaxation, just like lovers, completely forgetting all about time. Especially if there's been a power blackout and the digital clocks blink until somebody sets what we call a correct time. But time cannot add anything important to a hypnotic meditation with timeless design. William Shakespeare said, "The time is out of joint." This is only a moment where experiencing has higher priority over measurements in seconds. As it is in an experience in moments, without seconds. Your persona enlightens, and without analyzing, sneaks soundlessly away outside the old habitual range, extending your awareness. Discovering worlds beyond. Inside. Let yourself drift there during the incoming, timeless moments. And we reunite when you have discovered something you'll find out soon. And if we make a transition now, it could be in your head, and still to a place outside, but not to a beautiful forest, with birch trees, with white stems, lush green grass, and a little frolic running through the landscape, over rocks and sand, with gold nuggets, perhaps. Instead, we move around inside an enormous mansion with spacious rooms, crystal chandeliers. In here we see beautiful vases, cups with saucers, furniture in classic styles, always modern looking by their timeless designs. A beautifully painted door in white is half open. So we glide into this lovely room where the walls are covered with artwork. A lot of them in thick golden frames. Some in frames with clean, strict lines. Nothing in here looks flashy. Nothing is disturbing to neither eyes nor ears. Choose a painting that's appealing to you. Walk up close so you can look at it from a short distance. Drift into this painting for a while. Perfect. To your right is a very special piece of art. A painting where it's not possible to distinguish the motive. Move towards that painting, please. A small sign describes the painting, and it says, "Timeless design." Look closely within the framework. A sudden flash of light gives the illusion of being a mirror, and then a portrait appears of your own face as a newly born. A small baby. Growing to a small child. Turning into a school child. A teenager. Young adult. Adult. a senior, aging, and aging until the painting becomes very bright, beautiful, radiating a feeling of warmth, total peace, and unconditional love. Another flash of light, and again a small face appears of yourself as a baby, somewhat different from the previous. And the portrait changes almost unnoticeably to a small face of a child. Teenager, young adult, adult, a senior, aging, and the painting once again becomes dazzling white, bright, and completely peaceful. And when all this repeats itself, again a slightly different baby face of you appears. Maybe another gender, another surrounding. And you look at it, almost bewitched by this continuous cycle of rebirths. And if this is fascinating, we set aside a while to keep looking. And if it's not your thing at all, relax and choose a painting you'd rather watch instead. Series of more or less familiar portraits through the fascinating cycles within the framework of the feeling of existing. In a timeless design. And perhaps right now or later on, a sense of security based on something mighty manifests, which may carry traces of doubt too. That's the way it often is with intangible things. Here each individual may have their own interpretations, origin from their own personal discoveries, creating one's own theories, where nobody needs comparing to anybody else's. Your truth is yours, but even you don't know. It might change tomorrow. As a fundamental uncertainty may be part of a future growth. As nobody has to be stuck in old beliefs. Nobody has to be forced to adopt somebody else's way of viewing the world, life, and humanity. What you believe in today is your truth today. If you now look around in this spacious room, you may see the walls dissolving and the room tuning out, and a glimpse of the small frolic with sand and perhaps also gold nuggets appear. We'll pay a visit there some other time, and instead return to your head, where your thoughts are resting and time is out of joint. During the moments you drift out and in to the land of dreams, protected by the essence of time. And then, at the point you decide to open your eyes, time is ticking as usual, and everything is as it should be. And I say, thank you for now.